here. Is he trying to get in front of her to get to the berries? So there's two people, and then there's a little boy holding some type of food. It just reminds me that I am her, you know? I am important, and I am a beautiful, feminine, sensual, loving, deserving being. That's what this is. You better stop that. Can we do this? Jeez, I swear. I'm like blending in with the walls. Hi, I'm Karyn, Max's mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I am reviving the sitting room. So this room is supposed to be, well, I think it was designed with the intention of being a dining area, but we have the dining room in the kitchen, and we just kind of use this room as kind of a catch-all room at the moment, to be honest. But we have the idea that it'll be a sitting room once we have all of our furniture in place. We've been in this house for 5 months, coming from an apartment. We've both been out of college a few years now, but we're still just slowly getting rid of college furniture and adding in new pieces. And this is the hardest thing about adulting, especially on a budget, where it feels like, and also just not even really knowing your style. It's such a slow process, and it's just not so fun. Kind of almost feels like you're going in circles sometimes, but it's slow and steady wins the race when it comes to home decor. So I'm going to use what I already have instead of going out and buying new things, which I really desperately wanted to do for this video. I have a few new things, but not really. But I was like, okay, to redo this room, I need this, 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 and this. And I'm like, no, you don't need anything right now. Revive the room and then figure it out from there. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to be cleaning up the bookcase because right now there's just kind of everything there. It's not organized. We keep buying new books and we don't really know what we have. And there's too many rugs in that room. So we're just doing a lot of things today. Mainly just rearranging the furniture and organizing the bookshelf. The windows are dirty in there because the exterior of the house is being repainted. And the painters will, when they drill or when they, whatever they're doing, like dust and stuff comes through the window. So I have cleaned it a million times since they started, and I've gotten to the point where I just do it like maybe once a week because it's just so much. So I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to the windows. I'll dust the area, of course, but today's focus will be just kind of getting things going. I'm excited to actually want to be in that room. So yeah. So we do have a frame TV. It's just kind of sitting on this wall, and then the couch is kind of turning you over here, and it has to be at an angle because it's so close, and we don't really like that, but that's just where it is right now. And we had the idea of putting it on that wall in that room, in the sitting room, but then let me show you. You see how it's kind of the same distance of space. And honestly, when we first moved in here, don't want to break anything. Honestly, when we first moved in, is there smudge on the camera? So when we first moved in, we were watching TV in here because the couch was on this side. The TV was right in front of us. And I honestly don't like this room. I don't like being in this room. I think it's because it's such a small square room. It's just not a place you want to sit most of the day. Like, it's not a place, like, I don't know. I don't like watching TV in here. I feel like I'm in a box in here, and the living room is much bigger. So I have a few things in mind already that I know I'm going to want to do, but we're going to start first things first with just cleaning the top surfaces of things, dusting things, and getting this extra rug out of here. to move the rug. I just tried to move this rug without taking anything out of the bookcase. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm going to have to empty the bookcase. I tried to take the lazy route out. Okay, so, I mean, that won't be hard to do. I was going to have to empty it anyway because it's full of magazines and I have a plan to get a magazine rack and stuff, so, okay. I'm just gonna, I'm tired already and I just started, so. Moved to that nook. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna look good, but I'm just trying something out. So my thoughts are, hopefully I can finally get the rug moved over. I'm just gonna put that bookcase there, maybe a plant in the corner or something that drapes over it, like some type of greenery. I'm gonna move these chairs to the other side. I have a desk over here that before we even moved in, I envisioned the desk in front of this window, so that way I can do my makeup and hair at that desk whenever I need to, and I'll have the sunlight to help. That's just the idea. And then it makes sense, a desk and then a bookcase. We're gonna put the chairs on this side, that table in the middle, and then I can have like a gallery wall behind the chairs. I think that makes sense. Let me show you the wallpaper I got, first of all. I'm all over the place here because I'm getting excited. Let me show you the wallpaper. Okay, so I'm not going to put up wallpaper, not for the walls, but I wanted to have a ceiling wallpapered. So I was gonna say accent ceiling, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah, so I wanted to wallpaper the ceiling. I had this wallpaper in mind, but Alex, my partner, said he does not like it. He said it looks very, I don't know, dingy. And my mom said the same thing. She said it looks like an old woman's house. So maybe not. And then I went to put in this, but then I was like, I don't know about that because I feel like it was gonna cool down my room too much, and I like warm colors and I like warm feelings. So like warm like vibes, you know, when you walk into a room. So I saw that the same wallpaper was in brown, and I was like, okay, like maybe this could be it. But now I'm looking at it, and Alex said the same thing. He was joking. He said it looks racist, but I was like, no, because I was kind of getting the same vibe. Like whatever period this is, it's not a vibe for me. So I don't know if I don't know if I want the wallpaper up yet, but it's like I already have it. It's still in pig. Still in pig. Peel and stick. It's peel and stick. So it'll be, I don't know. It wasn't expensive. Like I got 4 rolls for like, it wasn't expensive wallpaper. I think I got 4 rolls for $150. And I don't even need 4 rolls. I just got 4 rolls. So not for this small of a room, like the ceilings, no. I just didn't measure, and I didn't want to. I know with wallpapers you need to order, at least I hope this is what they did. You have to order a certain amount so that your cut lines up, so that you don't get any kind of weird wonky pieces and have a hard time getting it to flow. So that's why I just ordered more than I needed. Hopefully I can return. If not, I'm sure somebody wants this because this paper is very popular right now, this print, just in blue. The blue is popular. But now, I don't know, I kind of want the blue. But I'm like, no, like I want to keep it all neutral. I like brown and I like green. And if I want something blue, I'll add like a blue vase or something to the room. I don't know. What do you think about this? I'm not putting it up today. I'm probably gonna do a poll over on Instagram or here. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Because I just don't know. And then what is he doing? Is he tackling her? Or is he, like, what's happening here? Is he trying to get in front of her to get to the berries? So there's two people. And then there's a little boy holding some type of food. I don't know. I don't know how I feel, so. But anyway, back to dragging furniture around. Punched a hole in the wall. Okay. Like, it's nothing I can't fix. But just still. So I'm gonna have to, right there, the chair hit the wall. It's just a tiny little hole, but still. So I will have to caulk over that and repaint it. Because, wow. I'm telling you. Whew. It is so hot in here. I know I'm wearing a sweater, right? I know. But it was cold before I started because the air is blasting. Wow. So, update. Desk is over in front of the window. Bookcase is right there. But my dilemma is right here. So, the chairs are on that side of the room now, and I'm gonna put the desk there. But then it's like that entrance, like, is that weird? Like, is this weird having, the kitchen's a mess. When I tell you, it's just been a lot. The past 5 months have been a lot. But I'm just wondering if that chair being there is too much, since there's an entrance there. I mean, nobody who really sits in these chairs. But I was thinking, when you do sit in the chairs, it's nice to look out the window, you know? So, I don't know. We will figure it out. Yeah, I haven't really deep cleaned. I didn't mop or anything because I'm not the type, I can't do that. I can't just completely do that. I can't just completely redo the room. So, I'm rearranging the furniture today. As you saw, Roxy came and peed. As I'm like vacuuming up some stuff, she peed, and there was a piece of what's it called, a paper towel over a spot where she vomited earlier. She just does a lot here. I don't know, she's formed a really bad habit since we moved here of peeing, especially since she started physical therapy. It's just she won't communicate, like and maybe it's no, that's what it is. Because at the apartment, you know, maybe it is that. Because at the apartment, she would always be in a certain area. So if she ran to the front of the house, I knew she was saying I need to go to the bathroom. But here, the house is a circle. The apartment was more of like a shotgun type home. It wasn't shotgun, but, you know, it was just a straight line. Here, the house is a circle. So maybe that's what it is. Just miscommunication. I don't know. Or misinterpreting what she's doing. But it's a lot. And, yeah, it's so hot. I think it's crazy that this room doesn't have a fan in it. But alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish moving the table in here, and then I'm gonna take a break. Like, I think I'm gonna go take a shower, honestly, because it's a hot summer day. Like, it's June. It's not quite summer, but June is, like, summer is next week. It's June 7th. First day of summer is the 20th. So summer is coming. And it's so hot. Like, it's so hot. And it keeps saying it's gonna rain, and it keeps not raining. And it's kind of freaking me out because of the Canadian wildfire. And, like, most of my friends, because I used to work in a New York-based office, most of them are in New York, and all they're doing is just posting the pollution there. And so it's just crazy. And then it's so hot, and it will not rain here. And it's just so hot, going back and forth inside all day with the dogs, and in and out all day with the dogs. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just take a shower just to refresh and get some water, because I've also been working out really hard. Not today, but just in general. I got a trainer, and I'm just really proud of myself there. But I'm always achy, and I always feel thirsty. So I'm gonna sit down and drink myself a lot of water and just rest for maybe like 30 minutes to an hour after I take my shower, and then I'm gonna get back in. I was trying to finish this room before Alex gets home. He gets home in 90 minutes. But you know, if it's not, it's not. I just don't like, I don't like coming home to clutter, and I don't like when I'm in the middle of something and then someone comes and disrupts the clutter. So I was just trying to clean that up. But listen, when you need to rest, rest. That's one thing I have been doing a lot of, listening to my body, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that. If it's hungry, I eat. If it's tired, I go to sleep. If it wants to sit down, it wants to sit down, you know. If I feel like I need a shower, I'll go take a shower. It's very, like, I feel very spoiled, honestly, for doing the thing I should do, right? But I don't know. And this will be the last video I say, because I feel like the last few videos is I've mentioned it in every video, and it's like, okay, we get it. But I was laid off a month ago tomorrow, and when I tell you, it was the best thing that could have happened to me right now. Like, I feel like I am able to get in touch with myself again. Like, the first few weeks, I felt like I was just kind of going in circles. Like, oh, I need to be applying to these jobs. But then I was like, wait, you've been here before. Like, when I first finished undergrad, like, actually, when I first finished undergrad, I got a job like that because I just, you know, connection. But when I finished grad school, it was a good year before not before I got a job offer, but before I got a job that I was willing to accept. I didn't even want the job. I just took it. It was a good 10 months because it had gotten to the 10-month mark, and I was like, whoa, we're close to a year and I have not started working yet. And I hated that job. But then instead of going into my field, this is so off topic, but instead of going into my field, I was like, okay, let me do something else. So I went and worked for the library for a bit, and that first job I had plus the library job, well, really, they didn't open opportunities, because funny thing is, the job I ended up taking, my first job in my field post school, was the first job I declined because it was at a nonprofit and it just wasn't glamorous like I thought. Plus there was too much, like, there was so much traveling involved. And I was like, God, I do not want to travel. I have dogs. It was like 50% travel. The job, it was insane. Like, the guy who took the job before me, he reached out to me after I took it, and he was telling me how it was just like he never saw his wife and kids, and that's why he had to quit. And that's what I didn't want, because I wanted to be around my dog. You know, I love my doggies. I wanted to be with them every night. And yeah, so I started the job, and then I worked it for 3 months, traveling non-stop, and then the pandemic hit. So I didn't have to travel. So it's just interesting how things work out. But what I'm saying is I've been here before. And so and I got through that. So it's like, I'm even in an even better place now than I was then, because then I didn't have a savings. I didn't have a home already. I wasn't like established. I was right out of school, you know. And it's like, the amount of stress that comes from things in this life aren't worth it for what they do to our bodies. This is totally off topic. It's nothing to do with decorating or rearranging furniture. But there's this peace I have now. I'm not saying I don't have anxiety about it, but it's like I catch the anxiety. I recognize it. I don't have anxiety. I'm experiencing anxiety. I'm trying to rephrase how I say certain things. When I think about the future, my career, but then I'm like, did you really like what you were doing anyway? Yes, I liked what I was doing, but it's not like my dream, you know? And so, I don't know. I'm just content. That's all. It's nice to I feel safe right now. And I was in constant fight or flight at my job. And I feel like I was just set free. I'm telling you. And, so I'm able to listen to my body more. I'm more in tune is pretty much what I was saying. I feel like I just took like 10 minutes to say that. But anyway, let me go get in the shower before these dogs wake up. Oh, I got loud. I did not know they were asleep. I hope they stay asleep so I can get settled. Because usually when I move from one room to the next, I hear pitter patter behind me. So. All right, I am back from my break. I took a shower and played some Animal Crossing and rehydrated. And all right, now it's time to get to it. My neighbors are home now. I'm seeing cars pull up. And soon enough, there'll be people walking back and forth, and I'll be getting waves while I'm carrying stuff. Because people go for walks this time of day. Crazy, because it's like 90 degrees. No, I like this. Okay, I like this setup. I'm still not sure about these chairs, but it's hard to show everything right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Okay, so I like this setup a lot. I put a plant over there in the corner. Of course I need a pot for it, but that's just that for right now. I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for what I'm looking for right now. I need a chair in this room too. Okay, we need like a chair for the desk. And okay, let me go ahead and get the table back in here because for some reason I missed that. I'm telling you, now Roxy's up again, so I have to let her out again. Okay, I have finally arrived. Bless you, Roxy. I have finally arrived at the calm part. I don't know if it's the fun part, but I'm gonna sort through these books because all these books I don't need to keep. I don't even want to keep, and I don't even know what's here. Here, look. I searched high and low for this. I bought this for my mom last Mother's Day, and I just never filled it out. And I was gonna fill it out this year and give it to her, and I could not find it. That's what I mean. It's so cluttered. So I'm going to figure out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. There's so much up here I haven't even read yet. There's Harry Potter VHS up here. What in the world? So this leads into another project I want to do. I want to make a like a little house, like a book nook in the front yard. You know, one of those take a book, leave a book things. Not sure when I'm gonna get that done, but whatever books I don't want to keep up here, I'm going to either keep for that or donate to a library, or if they're like books I loved, I'm gonna see if somebody in my family would like them. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just making two piles of keep and get rid of, and we're just gonna go from there. I'm not sure where. I guess there's a wall back there, so I'll make two stacks on the wall back there and go from there. I think I might run to Target tonight to get a magazine rack to put somewhere in here. It would be nice if it could go on either side of those chairs, but I don't know, maybe just buy the bookcase or on the other side of this desk, just a rack, a magazine to put magazines on. And because I don't like getting rid of magazines. I do not, because I don't care how old that magazine is, there's inspiration in there, and sometimes I don't want to look at a website or a screen. I just like looking through. I don't know. I get rid of magazines once I'm done with them, and it takes a while to be done with them. Is it just me? I don't think it's just me. I love just keeping magazines. I'm not a pack rat. I have so many Harry Potter books. Bought these during study abroad and just have not opened them yet. It's been almost a decade. We have a lot of these. They are classics. but they're kind of just old. Like there's hair everywhere. The Stranger. I like that book. Mostly books we had to read in grade school. And as you can tell, whoa, we're kind of old. But yeah, so I hated reading this book. I hate it. This was so boring. I had to read this. I just remember being on vacation. It was one of our summer reading. I don't know why it was so hard for me to read. This was 6th grade summer reading. So I was an 11-year-old being forced to read The Old Man and the Sea. And it was summer vacation, and my family was actually away on vacation, and I just waited to the last minute to read everything. I just remember reading the same line over and over again. We have 2 copies of Lord of the Flies for some reason. I don't know. Like, I've read this book. Well, I listened to it. And I feel like I didn't get anything from it. It really praises it. I mean, maybe it's just the way it's written is just too outdated for me to comprehend unless I'm actually reading it. Like for older texts, I understand it if I'm reading it, but listening to it, I don't. If that makes sense. I don't know. I just opened it and saw a poem. Sometimes I'll read stuff. It just reminds me that I am her, you know? I am important, and I am a beautiful, feminine, sensual, loving, deserving being. That's what this is. Okay, there's a nail on the floor and too many dogs over here. What are y'all doing? Look at Maxie. I went and cuddled him because he is just my baby, and he was just looking so adorable. Cece, I see you. Oh. She was looking jealous, so I said her name. Now she's coming over. Hey, Cece. What am I doing over here? What am I doing? Oh, my baby girl. She's so jealous. My baby. Look at my baby. Yeah. Ooh. That almost fell on you. Look at my baby. You so silly. You're such a silly girly. You're sweet girly though. And Maxie's a sweet boy, and Roxy's a sweet girl, and Cece's a sweet girl. Okay, guys. No more turkey. What? No more turkey right now. Really? Nice man. Nice man. Nice. Hey. You better stop that. Okay, so I have a pile of books over there on the floor, and there's just kind of this thing going on. If I don't like it, if it's not something I want, I've just kind of just tossed it right there. Some of those are just DVDs, and everything at the bottom I'm keeping, but they're just kind of random books that I don't really want. I don't know. So everything at the bottom is like a book that was either gifted to me, like somebody I know wrote it, or they're journals or like Bibles with notes in them or something like that. So like, I know I don't have to keep those things, but I don't know. I just don't know where to put them yet. So they're just there. But yeah, so now I am going to just kind of organize these into a corner somewhere, and like I should have done in the first time. But when I tell you, the dogs have been all up on me. I gave them turkey, big mistake, because then they just wanted more. Max keeps growling at something. I think he was growling at his reflection because I put a mirror in the kitchen. Whenever Max barks, Cece barks because she's reactive. And Roxy's just annoying in general. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and clear this case off. Before I go to sleep tonight, the bookshelf will be cleared off. And I will have 2 neat stacks of to keep, not to keep. And I have so many boxes here because I shop too much. So whatever I'm not keeping, I'm going to put in a box and store it. Maybe in the attic or in a closet somewhere until I make the little book nook out in the front yard. I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I'm just excited for the things to come. I'm so happy. This room looks 10 times better without that extra rug in here. What was Alex thinking? I don't know. Like, we were trying to keep the dogs from slipping, but I'm like, dude, what was the reason? But this looks 10 times better. I need to adjust the rug a little bit because it's up on the wall back here. And it's kind of like there's more space and there's more wood space than over there. So we gotta, but it looks 10 times better. So once the bookshelf is completely cleared off, then I'll move the rug over. I feel so accomplished. Like, the room is not done. It's not neat, but I started. I'm so proud. And then we have this ugly security system here. And this, I have the bottom. Here it is. I could not put it back. I couldn't put it back on. I don't know. It just, the screws or something. And this house is so sketch. I'm telling you, I was afraid to hit something, but so that's open. So I'm gonna tell Alex to do it. I think I've told him 3 times already, but once that's on, because we never use this light switch, because this light switch, there's also one in the kitchen that controls this room. I think the issue with this room is there's not a dimmer bulb in there, and it's a dimmer switch. We have a boob light. It's so ugly. So once we wallpaper it and stuff, we'll be getting I want a little chandelier in here, but I might just get a cute fixture. Oh, this room looks so much. I want to be in here now that the window's there. This was a good idea. Okay. But what I'm going to do, since this is technically the sitting room, that's what we're making it, I'm going to put like a step ladder. Not a step ladder. One of those decorative ladders that just lean against the wall and put blankets over it. Because we keep, like, there's probably 10 blankets in that room right now. And I just think that's a really good idea. So I'm excited to get that done. Right now, I'm in the middle of trying to figure out how to order sushi because the website's not taking my card. Like, it only wants Google Pay. Who uses Google Pay? But I'm so happy. So I'm so pleased with myself about this room. Next time we're in this room on this channel, it will be clean and we'll be actually decorating. So subscribe if you want to see what I have in mind. I'm really excited to put that wallpaper up. And what I'm thinking is we need a cream rug or just a generally white rug, because this one has the browns and golds and that one has the browns and golds. You know what I mean? So let me know about the wallpaper choice and the rug in the comments, and drop honestly any ideas you have for decor, because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to decor. I'm learning. And I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.